Like, like, what? Okay. My third reason happened this one fateful night in January 2018. I guess to give you a little backstory, not too long after I made my promise and my commitment to God to save myself from marriage, I went back home to New Orleans to work. And a lot of people that I hung around were sexually active. So being around it, that's what I talked about in an earlier video, you know, purifying your environment. Like certain people you hang around with and certain places that you go, you can't do that anymore if you're trying to do this lifestyle, because you can get influenced by those that you're around and by the place that you're around. Hanging around them and like hearing some of their stories and everything, I was starting to get FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. I was starting to feel some FOMO in the sex department. They made it sound so glamorous. And that's the same issue that that we have on TV and in the media and in music and stuff. They make sex before marriage or sex outside of marriage look so amazing and passionate and glamorous, and that is the trick of the enemy. You will end up in so many crazy things that you did not ask for by participating in that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen with me own eyes. That ain't what you want. I'm telling you, that ain't what you want. You just gonna have to trust me. I'll share with y'all, you know, my little journal entry. I kind of have to read over parts of it because it's not necessarily rated G. Just gonna read over this real quick and see which parts that I can share, which ends up leading to my third point, which I will show y'all. Just give me a second. The part that bothers me the most is that I'm having some serious FOMO with the sex department. I feel like maybe I'm missing out on something amazing. Maybe I should try it at least one time and then save the rest of myself, if there's anything left, which there probably wouldn't be, for marriage. And that terrifies me. I feel bad for even thinking this, and the daydreaming doesn't help either. And the amazing thing is, I believe the Holy Spirit took over after that one. After I wrote all of this and got all of this out, it was within 5 minutes that this tree right here was done. And this, I call this my virginity tree slash my chaste tree. Like, I don't even really remember making this or drawing this or writing any of these things out. I just remember that when I was done and I looked at it, I was like, wow. My third point, which are technically multiple points, is, you know, my virginity tree slash my chaste tree. The trunk, whew, the trunk, this is the big one right here. The trunk, no regrets. I cannot tell you how many times whenever someone has found out that I'm a virgin or that I'm saving myself for marriage or both, I've heard so many people say, oh, I wish I would have saved myself, or I wish I would have waited. Like, there's some form of regrets there. Either they wish they would have saved themselves for marriage totally, or they regret who they had their first time with. Or they regretted their first time, like, experience. Like, they may not have regretted who it was with, but they regretted how it happened. And, that is not my portion, okay? No. It's a no for me. No regrets is huge, because I don't want to regret who it happened with, or when it happened, or even how it happened, because it's going to be with my husband. It's going to be with my best friend, the love of my life, and the man who God has destined me to do life with. Even if the first time is awkward, it's gonna be it's gonna be more funny than traumatic, because, you know, we're we're learning each other. We're learning each other's bodies. You know, it's gonna be an adventure. And then up here I got, you know, some branches, and the words are like the different leaves, and some of the branches I have certain things. I have listed only one person would have that special piece of me. I wrote strong and strength. You know, there is a strength to this walk, because like I've said in a previous video, the struggle is real. I used to struggle with lust heavy. It is nothing short of the mighty hand of God that I'm even still a virgin. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating. Jesus is real. Okay. Jesus is real. No, the Lord is real to me. Yeah. Like, what? Okay. There is a strength, and many a days, it takes the Holy Spirit and divine intervention to keep you together. So yeah, there's a strength. Like, this ain't for the faint of heart, yo. Like, some people may call you like weak or whatever for doing it, but it's like, no, boo, I'm strong. You the weak one. Tell them that next time. Ooh, I have written on here, only one man can say that he's been with me. Yeah, girl. I've written up there Song of Songs, which is also Songs of Solomon, 4 and 12. Why did I say it like that? 12. What is that? 4 and 12, which says, you are my private garden, my treasure, my bride, a hidden fountain, a secluded spring. I mean, I don't know, like, call me weird, call me whatever, but I'm kind of into the idea of only one man saying that he's been with me. I'm into being with one man or being with one person sexually throughout my whole life. There's something really cool and powerful and special and unique and pure and some other words that I can't think of right now about that. I'm into the idea of being with one person only for the rest of my life, and it's gonna be that way. Those are my reasoning. One was to make God proud of me, but I believe he already is, and maybe already was by the time when I made that promise. Another is because it's what he requires. And the third one was some of those many reasons I listed in there. One being no regrets, and allowing only one person to have that sacred and special piece of me. I'm into that. That's what I'm into. Yeah, that's it. That's my why am I saving myself for marriage video. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And definitely don't hesitate to leave your comments below, because I want to know if you're on this journey as well, or if you're even considering it. And if you are, let me know your reasons. Let me know your reasons down below on why you want to do this, or why you feel like you need to do this. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I thank you for sticking with me through it, and I will see you next time, love muffins. Bye.